Number 20, Mad Celestials. Imagine a group of skyscraper-sized space gods who not only go rogue, but also start playing Cosmic Voltron. That's the Mad Celestials, alternate universe corrupted versions of Marvel's already terrifying Celestials. First made infamous in Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four saga, these are not your polite see to planet and leave types. They crash through dimensional bridges, wipe out entire councils of reeds, and even throw down with Galactus like it's nothing. Their most jaw-dropping moments comes in Fantastic Four number 603, where multiple Mad Celestials join forces against Galactus, the devourer of worlds, who had already consumed, and by join forces, I mean they literally fuse into one massive nightmare. This Geassault monstrosity doesn't just punch harder, it radiates reality-warping presence, boosting its durability and destructive output to apocalyptic levels. We're talking continent ender at minimum, possibly multiversal hazard if left unchecked. So why are they at number 20? Because they're basically the kaiju version of a battering ram, huge, terrifying, and capable of turning planets into gravel. But they're not the ones writing the cosmic rulebook. Their strength lies in sheer force and size, not in bending reality's laws or defining what those laws are in the first place. Number 19, Lifebringer Galactus. Once upon a reboot, Galactus went from Cosmic Locust to Space Gardener. And Al Ewing's The Ultimates, the purple planet eater gets a complete makeover, emerging from a cosmic cocoon as the Lifebringer. No longer cursed with an endless hunger, this Galactus doesn't kill worlds, he resurrects them. Imagine your most feared apex predator suddenly deciding to plant flowers, except the flowers are entire biospheres. As the Lifebringer, Galactus can infuse dead planets with life energy, reseed barren worlds, and repair ecologies on a cosmic scale. In the Ultimates, he doesn't just hang around the galaxy, he ventures beyond the edge of the Omniverse, rescues his team from realms outside creation, and reacts to the imprisonment of eternity like someone hearing that the CEO of existence just got kidnapped. His transformation is the result of the incubator process, which rewires his cosmic purpose from consumption to creation, meaning he's now compelled to build, not destroy. Why he's sitting at number 19? Even powered as a creator instead of a destroyer, Lifebringer Galactus is still working inside the cosmic system, not above it. He can restore worlds and seed life like it's his 9 to 5, but he's not stepping outside the multiversal pay grade to rewrite existence itself. Number 18, Knull. Before there was light, life, or even a decent cup of coffee, there was Knull, the primordial god of the symbiotes. Born in the endless void before creation, he was not here to build anything, only to smother it. He forged the first symbiote, the all-black Necro Sword, a weapon so sharp in both edge and reputation, it can kill gods and celestials. If you ever wondered why the head of a celestial floats in space as nowhere, you can thank Knull's sword arm for that. Knull commands living darkness itself, shaping it into weapons, armor, or entire planetary war fleets. His symbiotes aren't just goo. They're a hive mind army that could possess gods, dragons, or entire cities. He doesn't just beat you, he turns you into part of him, adding your strength to his ever-growing empire of black tendrils. With the all-black, every kill makes him stronger, feeding an endless loop of slaughter and empowerment. His greatest showcase came during the King in Black event, where he unleashed a galaxy-spanning invasion. Earth fell under a wave of symbiote dragons, its heroes consumed and twisted into Knull's pawns. For a while, it genuinely looked like he'd won. So why the King in Black ranked number 18? Because while Knull is a master of conquest, symbiote dominion, and casual celestial murder, his power is still about spreading darkness around a playground, not remaking the entire playground. He's terrifying in scope, but he's still playing a warlord's game. Number 17, Amatsu-Mikaboshi. Before there was something, there was nothing. And in Marvel, that nothing has a name, a face, and a bad habit of eating gods. Meet Amatsu-Mikaboshi, the Chaos King, the living embodiment of the pre-creation void. He's not a cranky deity with a grudge. He's the original darkness that existed before the universe had the decency to show up. Mikaboshi's skill set is pure nightmare fuel. He can shapeshift, bend dark and mystical energies, enslave entire pantheons, and even animate the dead. His favorite pastime? Devouring gods, absorbing their power, and adding their essence to his own. Every meal makes him stronger, and he's not picky about the menu. In fact, he systematically crushed multiple divine realms, turning their deities into his personal army. The main event came in Chaos War, where Mikaboshi went from dangerous to multiversal problem. He slaughtered Nightmare, consumed vast swathes of existence, and threatened the entire fabric of reality. It took Hercules, powered up to borderline cosmic levels, plus a coalition of surviving heroes and gods to trap him in the continuum and undo the damage. And even then, it felt more like a temporary eviction than a permanent solution. Why only number 17? Mikaboshi's cosmic terror is unmatched. He literally eats gods, but his focus is on dismantling divine order, not running the whole multiversal operating system. He's the end of pantheons, not the author of all things. Still, if he shows up again, you better hope your pantheon has good insurance. Number 16, Unending Chaos Scarlet Witch. Some heroes get a cool new costume for their big moment. Wanda Maximoff got the true Darkhold, the power of an Elder God, and the magical equivalent of an unlimited ammo cheat code. In Darkhold Omega number 1, Scarlet Witch absorbs the entire Darkhold's forbidden library and the raw essence of Chthon himself, the primordial chaos deity who wrote it. Fans call this state Unending Chaos Scarlet Witch, and while it's not an official codename, it might as well be her final boss form. In this state, Wanda's native chaos magic merges with Chthon's pre-cosmic power, creating a permanent magical megamix. She can wield every Darkhold spell, command eldritch forces that existed before the universe, and rewrite mystical legacies as casually as some people write grocery lists. She doesn't just beat Chthon, she absorbs him, purges his corruption from reality, and seals his influence, all while keeping control of herself. And remember, this is building on the same Wanda who previously warped reality in House of M and Avengers Dissembled, but now with an Elder God in her corner. So why number 16? Because Chthon-fueled Wanda can twist magic reality like taffy, rewriting histories and laws of sorcery, but she's still operating in the magical branch of the multiverse, not controlling all branches at once. Number 15, White Phoenix of the Crown. Some heroes get promoted to team leader. Jean Grey got promoted to goddess with the keys to creation. The White Phoenix of the Crown just isn't Jean borrowing the Phoenix Force's power. It's Jean and the Phoenix becoming one harmonious being, each fully in sync with the other. The most famous example comes in X-Men Phoenix Endsong, where Jean reclaims control of the Force. Embracing her role as its true avatar, slips into the white and gold look and heads to the white-hot room to gather scattered Phoenix fragments. As the White Phoenix, Jean wields the Phoenix Force at its absolute peak. She can reshape matter at the atomic level, restore damaged timelines, resurrect the dead, and manipulate energy on a cosmic scale. In Endsong, she literally takes her universe in the palm of her hand to healing a dying future, a casual display of reality-level creation and repair. The White Hot Room, which exists outside normal time and space, is hers to enter freely, giving her direct access to the heart of Phoenix power. Within Marvel canon, she's repeatedly called the Phoenix's purest and truest avatar. Why number 15? Crown-level Phoenix can build or burn universes with surgical grace, but her portfolio is the life-death cycle, not total cosmic governance. She's a perfect cosmic gardener, not the architect of the garden itself. Number 14, Black Winter. If the heat death of the universe had a personality, it would probably look a lot like the Black Winter. First revealed in Donny Cates' Thor run, this isn't just another cosmic bad guy. It's the thing Galactus is afraid of. In fact, it's the reason Galactus exists at all. Long before our current Marvel cosmos, Black Winter consumed Galactus' original universe and, in one reading, turned Galan into its herald. That's right, the Devourer of Worlds started as someone else's sidekick. Black Winter doesn't bother with individual planets. It eats entire universes. Its signature Black Frost doesn't just freeze matter, it erases it. unraveling both the physical and the metaphysical. It can take on whatever form most terrifies you, appear in spectral armies, or loom simply as a cosmic face in the void. Even Galactus, the universe's most famous predator, gets treated like a snack when Black Winter shows up in Thor number 5 through 6. And if the whole omnicidal Eldritch Storm vibe wasn't enough, it could wipe out a reality in moments, leaving nothing behind but cold oblivion. Why not ranked higher? The Black Winter can erase universes like chalk off a blackboard, but it's purely destructive. No rebuilding, no legislating. It's the apocalypse, not the Cosmos Prime Minister. Number 13, God Emperor Doom. Victor Von Doom was always thought he could be in charge of the universe. In Secret Wars, he finally got his wish and the godhood to back it up. After siphoning the Beyonder's reality-shredding power through Molecule Man, Doom rebuilt the dying multiverse into Battle World, a stitched-together planet made from the remnants of destroyed realities. Then he crowned himself ruler, healed his own face, and appointed Doctor Strange as sheriff and the Thor Corps as his personal enforcers. Subtlety is not on the menu, as God Emperor Doom could rewrite reality on the spot, entire domains bent to his will. When a Phoenix-powered Cyclops tried to challenge him, Doom doesn't bother with speeches. He simply snapped his neck in an instant. From patching worlds together to enforcing his rule across a multiversal Frankenstein's planet, his control was absolute, so long as his borrowed omnipotence held. And that's the catch. Doom's reign was built on power that wasn't truly his. It came from the Beyonders via Molecule Man. The moment Molecule Man decides Reed Richards would be a better god, the entire empire collapsed. And that's why he's stuck at number 13. Even at his omnipotent Secret Wars peak, he was still patching together reality from existing scraps, not conjuring it from nothing. The rule of a god king is massive, but still a step below the actual source code writers. Number 12, Franklin Richards. Franklin Richards might look like your average kid from the Fantastic Four's Family album, but under the mop of hair and innocent smile is one of the most dangerous creators in the Marvel Universe. The son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm was born an Omega-level reality warper, able to rewrite matter, energy, and physics as casually as most children arrange Lego bricks. His powers include creating pocket universes, bending molecules to his will, summoning cosmic-scale energy, and, if the mood strikes, reshaping the rules of existence. Even as a child, Franklin was casually playing God. In Fantastic Four number 574, he creates an entire pocket universe without really trying, a feat that drew the attention of Celestials and other cosmic busybodies. Years later, in Jonathan Hickman's run, an adult Franklin travels back in time to help his younger self. In Fantastic Four number 604, he taps into that younger version's energy to resurrect Galactus and recruits him as a personal herald to fight the mad Celestials. That's the kind of flex most cosmic entities only dream about. His biggest high point comes after Secret Wars, where Franklin works alongside Reed Richards and Molecule Man to help rebuild the shattered multiverse. This wasn't theory or simulation. Franklin was literally restoring realities. Why is Franklin at number 12? Peak Franklin could spin up new universes like weekend projects, but he's a builder within creation's boundaries, not the one who's made the boundaries. Incredible scope, but not all the encompassing authority. Number 11, Molecule Man. Owen Reese didn't start life planning to be the multiverse's most important piece of cosmic furniture. He was just a quiet lab tech until an accident in Fantastic Four number 20 gave him control over matter itself, turning him into Molecule Man. At first, that meant guy who can rearrange stuff on a molecular level. But over the decades, Marvel's writers upgraded him from dangerous villain to metaphysical keystone. Literally. By Hickman's era, we learned there's an Owen Reese in every universe, and all of them are connected. Together, they form a multiversal network so essential that killing enough of them can cause entire realities to collapse. This is exactly what the Beyonders exploited, using Owen as the cosmic off switch to punch holes in existence. His raw power is absurd. He can manipulate matter and energy at any scale, rewrite molecules, and essentially do anything short of authoring the comic you're reading. In New Avengers number 33 and Secret Wars, Molecule Man becomes the linchpin in Doom's godhood and Reed Richards' eventual rebuilding of the multiverse. When reality needed to be destroyed and remade, everyone came knocking on Owen's door. So why number 11? Because even though Owen can't rewrite reality at a molecular level and is basically a living multiversal kill switch, his role is still reactive. He channels, he enables, he balances. The power's absurd, but it's still part of someone else's chessboard. Number 10, Master Order and Lord Chaos. If the universe had a settings menu, Master Order and Lord Chaos would be the ones constantly arguing over whether to turn structured reality up or down. These twin cosmic abstracts embody the opposing forces that keep existence from falling into complete rigidity or total anarchy. They've been around since Marvel 2-in-1 Annual Number 2, long enough to create their own middlemen, the In-Betweener, to manage the balance when they're busy squabbling. Their power isn't about punching harder than everyone else. As living concepts, they could shape casually, tweak probability, and literally rewrite the rules of how reality works. They can also create avatars to do their bidding, making them as much puppet masters as powerhouses. And out E-Wing's Ultimates run, they stopped playing in the background and got political. Upset that Galactus had transformed into the Lifebringer, they brought the matter into the Living Tribunal, then decided to skip due process and just kill the Tribunal outright. After that, they merged with the In-Betweener to form Logos, a being powerful enough to slaughter multiple Celestials while trying to reshape the cosmic hierarchy. Of course, they were later revealed to be pawns of the first Firmament, which somewhat takes the shine off their victory lap. So why number 10? Because together they're not just abstract ideas. They're cosmic HR managers who can fire the tribunal and rewrite reality's company policy. Acting in sync, they can bend casually, alter conceptual law, and literally decide how the multiverse should be run. Number 9, the Fulcrum. Imagine walking into a cosmic bar at the end of time and finding out the bartender is basically the one reality answers to. That's the Fulcrum, one of Marvel's most mysterious, high-order forces. On paper, it's the principle that keeps the whole cosmic machine running. In practice, it's the being the Celestials, the Watchers, and even the terrifying cosmic horde all serve. Introduced in modern Eternals comics, the Fulcrum often appears in the vestibule, a place where dead Eternals arrive before their next step. There it takes on the form of Jack, a calm bartender who offers drinks, conversation, and final judgment, because apparently even cosmic forces appreciate good hospitality. But the Fulcrum's reach is far bigger than the bar. It's implied that the axis of balance in Marvel's reality, overseeing the Celestials' creation and destruction cycles, and redistributing cosmic energy when things end. Even the dreaming Celestials has to petition the Fulcrum for decisions about Earth's fate. Its power isn't in flashy battles, it's in the way everything else in the universe, from galaxy shapers to reality watchers, ultimately answers to it. Why is the Fulcrum at number 9? Because it's the cosmic barkeep everyone answers to, from Celestials to Watchers, quietly holding the master keys to existence. It doesn't show up often, but when it does, it's basically backstage management for the entire Marvel stage. Number 8, First Firmament. Before there was a Marvel multiverse, there was just one. That lone, original cosmos was the First Firmament, reality's first act, the primordial god before gods. It was perfect, unified, and very pleased with itself, until it wasn't alone anymore. It came from the aspirants, loyal servants, and then the Celestials who got creative and started making new kinds of life. The rebellion of these upstart creations tore the First Firmament apart, shattering it into the pieces that would later become the multiverse we know. The First Firmament isn't just old, it's the original reality, which means its power is more than just raw energy blasts. It can absorb and corrupt cosmic forces, bend other abstracts, such as Master Order and Lord Chaos, to its will, and deploy armies of aspirants to wage war on the reborn multiverse. In Hickman's Ultimates run, it doesn't just scheme from the shadows. It moves openly to reassert its rule, even striking directly at Eternity and playing a role in the temporary toppling of the Living Tribunal's authority. What makes it scary isn't just the feats, it's the seniority. This isn't some artifact-powered villain or a fluke of cosmic imbalance. This is the first reality trying to erase the competition. Why rank the First Firmament at number 8? Because it's the original landlord of existence, older than every other cosmic tenant and capable of evicting them if it wants. Its primordial status gives it leverage no newer entity can match. Number 7, Big Four Cosmic Abstracts. Imagine if the laws of the universe weren't just ideas in a physics book, but actual people you could bump into if you could survive existing outside space and time. That's eternity, infinity, death, and oblivion, the living embodiments of existence, space, morality, and non-being. They aren't just powerful cosmic beings, they are the definitions of reality for an entire Marvel universe. Eternity just first strolled into the page in Strange Tales number 138. Infinity appeared in her own right in Quasar number 24. Death famously became Thanos' crush in Captain Marvel number 26. And Oblivion lurks across various void and entropy stories. Together, they form the metaphysical infrastructure, the rules, limits, and possibilities of the cosmos itself. Their feats aren't about flashy punches. They can alter fundamental constants, bring life into existence or erase it, pass judgment on reality itself, and manifest avatars to meddle directly. In Infinity Gauntlet, they're part of the cosmic roll call, deciding how to respond to Thanos' power grab. Eternity and Infinity have stood as the universe's voice against threats like the Beyonders, while Death has driven some of Marvel's most infamous plots. In Oblivion, well, he's always waiting for everything to end. So why are they sitting at number 7? Because they are the literal gears of the universe, writing its rules, running its cycles, and deciding who exists and who doesn't. Each one runs a fundamental law of reality, and together, they are reality. Number 6, the Living Tribunal. If the Marvel Multiverse had a Supreme Court, Judge Dredd, and the concept of divine balance all rolled into one, you'd get the Living Tribunal. First appearing in Strange Tales number 157 during Doctor Strange's adventures, this towering three-faced figure exists to keep every universe playing by the rules, or else. The Tribunal isn't just a referee, it's the law itself. With faces representing equity, vengeance, and necessity, he can judge entire realities, nullify god-tier artifacts, and stop cosmic beings dead in their tracks if they threaten the multiverse's balance. When he speaks, even eternity listens. When he acts, galaxies might vanish or be reshaped to restore order. Over the decades, he's presided over some of the Marvel's biggest moments, stopping the destruction of worlds when it risked greater cosmic chaos, overseeing the fallout of the Infinity Gauntlet saga, and hosting full-on cosmic trials that would make any human court clerk quit. Yet, even he's not untouchable. In Hickman's New Avengers, the discovery of his corpse sent shockwaves through reality, proving there are forces beyond even his reach. Why is the Tribunal number 6? Because, again, it's the multiverse's Supreme Court, Judge Dredd, and legislative branch all rolled into one. When it lays down the law, even cosmic abstracts have to sit down and listen, except for those who are able to defeat him, of course. Number 5, Pre-Retcon Beyonder. Imagine a cosmic tourist so powerful that their version of people watching involves kidnapping every major hero and villain in Marvel, dropping them on a planet they just made and telling them to fight for fun. That's the classic Beyonder, the pre-Retcon 1984 version from Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. Back then, Jim Shooter wrote him as something truly alien, a being from outside the multiverse, untethered by its rules, whose power made even Galactus look like a houseplant. The Beyonder didn't just bend reality, he rewrote it wholesale. He created Battleworld out of nothing, casually swatted away Galactus, destroyed and rebuilt galaxies like they were Lego sets, and even showed the ability to erase or remake abstract cosmic entities themselves. In Secret Wars 2, he took a detour into what if God tried being human territory, but his true peak was those first appearances, when every action was a multiverse-shaking flex. By most in-universe accounts of the time, he was simply above everything Marvel had established. So why is Pre-Retcon Beyonder at number 5? Because he was basically a bored god with a remote control able to rewrite existence just to see what would happen. At his peak, he wasn't in the story, he was writing it. Number 4, Astral Regulator Thanos. Some villains collect jewelry. Astral Regulator Thanos, he collects entire cosmic beings. In an alternate reality on Earth 81488, this is the version of the Mad Titan who stumbles onto the Astral Regulator, a device said to be built by the above all others, to keep universes from smashing into each other. Instead of using it for cosmic traffic control, Thanos decides it'd be more of a fun way to absorb the essence of basically every major godlike entity in his universe. And Thanos, the Infinity Siblings, the Infinity Conflict, and the Infinity Ending, we watch him go on the ultimate power binge, swallowing Galactus, Eternity, Infinity, and even the Living Tribunal, and above all others, as depicted in that continuity. The Regulator lets him fold their powers into himself until he's no longer just Thanos. He is the living embodiment of his entire universe, omnipresent, omniscient, inside it. He can rewrite reality at will, end all life with a single thought, and see across the multiverse. Why is Regulator Thanos up at number 4? Because he literally collected cosmic job titles like Pokemon, absorbing every abstract he could until he became a walking multiversal government. One man, all the offices. Number 3, Beyonders. If the classic Beyonder was Marvel's God playing with Toy Story, the Beyonders are what happens when God brings friends and they all decide to smash the toy store. These aren't one-off cosmic bullies. They're a whole species of near-omnipotent beings who live outside the Marvel multiverse, operating on rules that don't even register in normal reality. Jonathan Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers runs reveal their true threat. They engineered the Molecule Man as walking universe destroyers, planting one in every reality like a cosmic landmine. When the time came, they detonated them in a chain reaction, wiping out universes in bulk. This wasn't random chaos. It was a coordinated surgical genocide of the multiverse itself. Their power isn't just in raw force, though casually deleting universes is, a lot. It's their coordination. They worked from the beyond, outside space and time, collapsing realities, killing beings normally considered unkillable, and setting the stage for the events of Secret Wars. Even Doom needed to steal their power via the Molecule Man just to try holding the remnants of existence together. Why rank them at number 3? Because they're a coordinated squad of outside reality exterminators, capable of deleting universes on a schedule. They didn't just kill gods, they made it part of their to-do list. Number 2, the one below all. If the one above all is Marvel's loving author, then the one below all is the angry editor who wants to burn the manuscript. Introduced in Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk, this isn't just another supervillain, it's the dark half of creation itself. It lives in the below place, a pit so deep beneath reality it makes hell look like a sunny weekend getaway, and its only mission is to unmake, corrupt, and devour everything. The one below all isn't subtle. It's the source of Marvel's third fundamental power, Gamma. Every Hulk, every Abomination, every green-skinned range monster, that's its handiwork. Through Gamma, it can possess hosts like Bruce Banner's abusive father, warp reality through pure hatred, and send avatars into the living world. Its influence runs like a toxic undercurrent through the Immortal Hulk run, where it manipulates, resurrects, and terrifies in equal measure. At its peak, it builds vast machines in the below place to funnel its power upward, threatening to burst into reality outright. Ewing's finale makes it clear. This isn't just another cosmic heavyweight. This is the multiverse's rot, the final entropy at the end of everything. Rank number 2 for 2 big reasons. First, it's literally the anti-creator, the shadow of Marvel's highest being. Second, it has receipts, story-proven feats of corruption, possession, and near-total victory. The only thing above it is the pen that writes the story. Which means if the one above all ever takes a sick day, you might want to start packing for the below place. You won't like it there. Number 1, the one above all. In Marvel Comics, there's only one being who can't be outsmarted, outpunched, or out-retconned, the one above all. Think of him as the writer's handmade flesh, the literal god of Marvel's multiverse. If every cosmic powerhouse you've ever heard of is a character in a book, TOAA is the one holding the pen. He's omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent, not very strong or really smart, but all power, all knowledge, everywhere at once. His rare appearances are intentionally low-key. In Fantastic Four number 511, he shows up as a kind man offering wisdom to the team, which is like meeting the CEO of existence and finding out he's wearing comfy sneakers. Sometimes, like the one you're seeing on the screen, he's drawn with a Jack Kirby-like face, a nod to Marvel's real-life co-creator because he's meant to be the ultimate creative force both in and out of the story. His feats aren't about winning fights, they're about writing the fights, the fighters, and the universe they happen in. They can create reality, rewrite it, or delete it entirely. Not as an act of battle, but as the natural consequence of being the source of all things. In meta terms, he's the reason anyone in Marvel even has feats. Why is he ranked number 1? Because he can't beat the person telling the story. The Living Tribunal, the one below all, every god, devil, and multiverse buster, they all exist because the one above all allows it. He's the final page, the last word, the one being who can't lose. Unless the writer changes their mind, in which case, well, still him. That's it for this one. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and ring the bell so you never miss a drop. Craving more stories from comics, movies, and beyond? Check out this video right here. Cheers and see you in the next one.